I'm Ronald. I'm a nomad brewer. I'm born in Holland, living in Finland, but brewing the beers in Belgium. Hi, this is Ronald, the Flying Dutchman brewer. Today I would like to talk about vanilla beans. Why vanilla beans? We use them a lot in our porters and stouts. Here I have a couple of products, more complicated than your girlfriend stout. Here's a lot of vanilla used. Our Imperial Stout, Beast of the East, and our Raspberry Porter, but also our Cappuccino Porter. Wake the hell up, you can sleep in the coffin. Yeah, why do I use real vanilla beans instead of easier, for example, would be vanilla sugar? Well, vanilla beans is giving so much more flavor and so much more taste. You really feel that difference. Vanilla sugar would be a lot cheaper and a lot easier to use, but I prefer to use the more expensive vanilla beans. Here is an example of an A-grade vanilla bean. This is coming from Madagascar. And also from Tahiti I use them. They have a different flavor profile. Very different actually. A-grade means is the highest quality vanilla bean. The most expensive as well. Lower grades are used to make, for example, the vanilla sugar or other extracts. It's very oily. It's very soft, you know. It needs to be very oily. The smell is lovely, sweet vanilla. Really like it. We need to cut it open to get the vanilla seeds out. And here I have one example of an open cut vanilla bean. It's hard to show on the camera, but here you can see it. And this is the important stuff. This we add into the fermentation tank, and it sits in the beer for 2 weeks. And this is giving all the flavor to our beer. Why vanilla bean is so expensive? It's a labor-intensive process. When they start to plant the trees, it takes 3 to 4 years before they make the first flower. You know, and this thing is coming from the orchids, from the flowers. And a farmer has to wait 4 years, 3 to 4 years before his first harvest. And that's a long time, especially when you think that most of those farmers are small-scale farmers. So it's a lot of pre-investment before they get their return of 4 years of labor. It's of course very depending on the season. So 1 year you get a better harvest than another year. For example, a couple of years ago they had really bad harvest, cold weather, and there was basically no vanilla harvested, and the price went sky high. So 2 to 3 years ago we paid double the price than now. Yeah, the flowers, they also pop up. It's hard to predict when the next flowers are coming. And in a few hours after the flower opens, they need to hand pollinate that flower. So that's also a very labor-intensive process. Only in Mexico they have like a bee, or yeah, it's a bee, I think, who can do it. But in other countries they have to do it by hand. Then after 8 months, they can harvest the flower. They start to dry the bean in direct sunlight. They expose the beans a couple of hours a day. so it can dry in peace, and that takes for about a month. So you can imagine, what an intensive labor taking process that is, and why that drives the price so up. So I've really fallen in love with this ingredient. It gives so much character to the stouts and porters I brew. It's a subtle element. It gives a really nice, pleasant aftertaste. It's also a little bit contradictional to use this because there's a lot of oil in this product, and oil in a way you don't want to have in beer, because oil again can have a negative impact on your foam stability. Still, I like to take the risk because I think this adds so much to your flavor and taste that sometimes you need to take risks in life, and that's the same with brewing. Sometimes you need to take a risk to get that flavor profile you're looking for. So the vanilla bean and why we use it. I hope you have enjoyed it. Thank you.